Hey, what's up, Life Without Pants here with another Path of Exile video, and today's video we're going to talk about our fourth Mageblood card strategy. Now, this is Expedition, it's Harvest. I decided to go for Guaranteed Expedition and Chance for Harvest. We've run a lot of the maps already, so we've got quite a bit of loot to go through. I'm just going to talk about the Atlas tree to start off with. So we're pathing straight over here, blocking everything, and then over here blocking everything except for Expedition and Harvest. We're taking this Harvest Chance wheel. We're taking the Nicotech. We're taking everything on the Harvest wheel over here. We're taking Extreme Archaeology because this is so much fun, this node. It's fantastic. We're taking Ancient Writings, so we have +2 Remnants. We're taking this, so we've got increased explosive radius in your maps, because this also applies to the Extreme Archaeology that we will be doing. Zooming out a little bit, we're taking this Nicotech wheel and going over here to the Quant wheel, because Quant scales Harvest Juice. It also scales stuff for Expedition as well, and Quant in general is just very, very strong. Taking the Quantum Rarity wheel in the middle as well. Taking these Shrine nodes because Shrines are great. We didn't take the one additional Shrine down here because we're guaranteeing it with a Gloom Shrine Sextant. We're taking this wheel here, so increased amount of life force dropped. We're going Blue Altars, which is a departure from our usual stuff. We are taking chance, or less chance to have purple and blue plants because one not the yellow, because the yellow life force is going to be the most expensive one. We're taking Scratching Up the Ground and a Noble Quest. Now, I think a Noble Quest is still probably bugged. I will have to test that later in the league, and I guarantee I will test that later this league. I promise I will test it later. We tested it before, and taking taking a Noble Quest never increased the amount of Danig show-ups in the maps, so that was particularly distressing. Maybe it's just a wasted point. GGG have never released a patch note saying that they fixed a Noble Quest, so perhaps it's still bugged and they just... I mean, I made a bug report, and anyway. We're getting Expedition wheel here for Buried Knowledge, so we get 50% increased quantity of logbooks, and we're taking this map wheel over here because it was more point efficient than taking this one over here. It is a less chance to get a high tier map, but because we've got all void stones, we're doing this with we're getting tier 16 maps anyway. And then of course we're taking the top hat because this is 2% increased effect of modifiers on your non-unique maps, and Harvest is scaled by pack size and map quantity, not player quantity, map quantity or area quantity. So that's what we are taking on the tree. I'll have a link to this in the description so you can check it out. As far as our maps go, they're just Alked, Chiseled, and Vald. You see there, monster pack size plus 42%. And then obviously here we've got this increased effective modifiers on your non-unique maps. So this is another 30%. So that's 42 times 1.3, which I got my trusty calculator here. Times 1.3, so that means we're getting up to 54% pack size, which is 12% increased harvest juice basically whenever we pop it. I've got a map in here already. We're using rusted sulfite scarabs, so we get the Nicos, and that means we get lots and lots of move speed, we get lots and lots of damage, we get loads of stuff. It's really, really great. I'm just taking 2 sacrifice fragments. You could chuck rusted cartography scarab in here if you wanted. It would probably be you get some more maps out of it. Taking a polished expedition scarab. I wanted to go with just rusted, but chat convinced me otherwise. And then we're taking domination on the map device, and you see here we've just got a single sextant. Your map contains an additional Gloom Shrine, 50% increased duration of shrine effects on players in your maps. Now, we already get the increased percent of stuff on 50% increased effect of shrine effects on us anyway, but let's just jump in and see what a map looks like. Alright, and what I would do first is, see that there's a harvest here, that's really great, and we've got Danig, that's very nice. But the first thing I'm doing, because it's Misa, I'm just rushing to the boss, because the boss has... if you remove boss altars from the pool of altars that can drop, then you're only going to get player and minion altars, and the player ones have the increased quantity. And that's what we want, because it scales our expedition and it scales our harvest. So you see here, I've got 172% increased quantity of items found in this area. And if we find a bunch of altars, then, and obviously one thing I would love to have is here, this Shadow of Hunger, but we didn't really have enough points for it. I'm not sure what I would drop to do it. Maybe you could drop maps if you wanted to. Also, I don't have 132 points. I think I have 129. So it's up to you what you would put on there. But now my job is basically to go and clear everything out in this zone, and I do that by working the middle section first. So here we've got our first altar, and you see here 21% increased quantity of items found in this area, 30% increased rarity, and additional divination card which rewards basic currency. Basically, the only reason I read these is just in case we get the divine shrine. We have never gotten the divine shrine, so I just hit this, and then it takes a while for these monsters to spawn, which is one of the reasons I never do blue altars normally, is because it takes time for the minions to spawn and I want to go fast. So we've got another one here, and occasionally these will come with like minus 40 or 50% to move speed, not move speed, to lightning and cold resistances. And I mean, if your build can't handle that, then don't take those ones. Take a different one. I take these shrines as well, just so that we've got some additional juice whilst mapping. So this one, we're just going to go with the quantum rarity, and already our quantity now is up to 209%, which is really, really nice and juicy. And we're going to come over here. Now there's another shrine here, but it's next to the expedition. And the expedition, I love. The reason we got the Gloom Shrine is because it's a boom boom shrine, and it makes clearing expeditions a breeze. So I will just turn off, this. I think it's Z for me on my keyboard, and I will just have a look around. Like, where's all the skulls? Because logbooks is very, very good, and there's a lot of skulls down here. So then I will just place my explosive here. It captures up all of the skulls. I look at this real quick. It says cold damage, immunity. I've got immunity to. I've got triple elemental on my build, so work with what you've got. But I just have a quick look, see what it's got, and then on with the mapping. And then I'm going to clear around the another rarity one. Fusing orbs, very tempting, but we just want the rarity and quantity. So up to 224% now. We've got another shrine, and you get because we're choosing domination, you get 3 extra shrines on the map, which is it makes mapping a breeze. Honestly, it makes it lots and lots of fun. Now there is a Gloom Shrine on the map, and that I save for the expedition. Like I said, it's really, really good for clearing expeditions. So I just zoom around here. We've got another shrine. This one, nothing great for us, but it's got the minus 47 cold res and minus 52 lightning res, so I'm going to go with the quality gems one. I got some pretty lucky drops from that as well. I'm not going to include those in the profits and returns section because it was very luck related, so I want to keep it as conservative as possible for you guys. I don't carry around Remnants of Corruption with me. I probably should have, because that was one that you could corrupt. Now, here's the Gloom Shrine. So this is what it looks like. It's like a little triangle and then another triangle, and then there's also more triangles inside. But this is the Gloom Shrine thing. So I always keep that for the end because it makes it really, really does make the clearing the expedition loads more fun, especially if you've got Rampage. And especially if you have a semi-capable build. Fusings again, or more quantity. Obviously we're going to go with quantity. And we've got some more Azurite. And then this is pretty much it for the map. These feel like really, really short maps to me. I feel like if I was going to do this next time, I'd probably do it with dunes, I think. Now, also, one other thing I do as prep before the expedition is I go in and I tag all the harvests that we're going to do. Because then, once I clear the expedition, I can come in here. I've still got the shrine buffs, and that's makes clearing harvests way easier. So, come over here, hit the explosives. There was a shrine here as well. Obviously, we get 2 shrine buffs per shrine. So with the Gloom Shrine, we now have, we've got the Speed Shrine, it's fantastic. And then we're just going to come in here and the Gloom Shrine really does most of the work, to be honest. And sometimes you will brick these. I gotta be honest, sometimes you will brick these. There'll be a soul leader pack in the middle, and there'll be one soul leader guy, and he'll just eat your lunch. So we got we got some burial medallions, we've got a scouting report. So I just quickly take anything of high value here. Maybe there's a logbook or something. Then I come in here, and then we're gonna just do the. We've got 30 seconds of very juicy shrine buffs now, so the shrines can absolutely help with the harvest as well. And then basically once we're done with the harvests, then I just go loot, and then I put another map in the map device, and that's it. So let's talk about how much it costs to set this up and how much money we made. Alright, and we're done. We're back. Let's talk about the loot now. This is what we got. A fair amount. We got lots of maps, quite a few logbooks, quite a few, about a divine worth of stacked decks. We got, lots and lots of these essences and alteration, lots of bubblegum currency, as you would expect. When it comes to life force, we got 34,600 life force, around 4 divines worth of yellow life force. The way I chose my plots is I look for the highest number of tier 3 beasts, or if it's tier 4, then I prioritize. So if there's 3 in one and 2 in the other, I'm taking the one with 3 in it. Then I prioritize yellow over everything else, then blue, then purple. I think they're all around the same price at the moment. So 36, 36, and 36. They are. Yellow will go up more because people will eventually gamble. They will be taking apothecary cards. They will be throwing them in the Horde crafting station, and they will be trying to double them up, or House of Mirrors cards, whatever it is. So I think this is, for me, this is more of an investment for the future. But so that's the amount of life force we got. We got a fair amount of these currencies as well, these expedition currencies. So we got 127 exotic coins, 79 burial medallions, and just the exotic coins on their own are worth 4.1 divines. As for, we dropped 1 divine, we dropped 2 exalts, we dropped an eldritch exalt. We got a couple of sort of fairly good uniques. We got a Prism Guardian, which I think is worth like 20C or something. Flesh Crafter, which is worth around 20C as well. We got the Magnate, which I should have sold as soon as I got it because I'm sure it's plummeted in value since. Yeah, it's about the same. And we dropped a Bloodnotch Crimson Jewel as well. 45% damage taken from stunning hits is recovered as life. So all in all, fairly regular kind of returns. I did drop 3 Sacred Blossoms. I did not count these in the returns because I got 5 T4 harvest bosses, and they occasionally drop these Sacred Blossoms. Now, one league, I can't remember, maybe Calandra or something, I was doing harvest the entire goddamn league, and I dropped 0 of these. Hundreds of T4 harvest bosses, I dropped 0 of these. And in this, we got 5 harvest bosses, and 3 of them dropped these. So this is not regular. This is not normal. You cannot expect this, so we're not going to include it. So we just put everything else back in here. This is removed, and I've got Pee-wee stack up here. So for all of this, minus that, we're making 9,402 chaos. There's a few other things in it. We're making a lot on the primal chaotic resonators as well. We've got the Nicotech. We've got screaming invites, a bunch of Black Scythe logbooks. There's 2 divines worth of Black Scythe logbooks. Stacked decks are 2.5 chaos each now. Yeesh. 2.5C. I really want to sell mine, but I did make a promise to myself that this league I was going to be opening my stack deck. So I got some opening to do there. There are some other things that I did not include in this. Here is just a bunch of random currency that you get from div cards, because the Eater of Worlds has a lot of, div cards that reward currency, or div cards that reward quality gems kind of cards dropping in the map from the minions. It's what's on the altars a lot of the time. So this, I think in total was like 50C or something like that. Let's see here. Yeah, 50C worth of, I'm not including this, but definitely get a lot of bubblegum currency this way. This other tab here, so another 156C. This is other random stuff that we dropped during the map. There's lots of other cards, basically non-full stacks of these these cards that reward currency, or you get them so frequently in these maps. So there's lots and lots of other stuff. We got some memories, none of them good ones. We also drop, like, you get these every so often. These are worth 4C now. What the heck? I've not been picking these up. I thought they were going to be trash, but I'm assuming that due to the new, I think there's the new Maven node. Is it one of these ones here? Yeah, the Maven summons 1 to 3 additional bosses when witnessing map bosses. Modifiers to the final map boss apply to these summon bosses. I'm guessing this is, maybe they're useful because you can use this to get extra splinters. I don't know. Anyway, so not including any of those things in the returns. Here's what our costs and returns break down at. Let's make sure we can see this. Here we go. So we've got the Gloom Shrine Strexons, 5C each. We've got the Polished Expedition Scarab, that's 3C. We've got the Rusted Sulfite Scarab, those are 1.5. This is in bulk prices as well. So these are very high priced for how much you, like if you're doing a smaller sample size, if you're not doing 100 maps, then that's fine. Sacrifice Fragments, they're about half chaos each. Mesas, I think I paid actually 4C per map, but I'd rather overstate the costs and understate the returns so that you get a better result. So that's 5C each. The Alk Chiseling and Varling, that's 1 chaos, and a Domination Map Craft was 3C. For Life Force, we got 2,320C alone, just in Life Force. So that's 23C per map for not even guaranteed harvest. Harvest is like crazy money, and I'm going to be making a character basically as soon as this is, well, not as soon as this video is finished, but pretty soon after, about 2.5 hours after this video is finished. Just for farming harvest this league with so much harvest science I want to do, especially with the new notable exotic coinage, about 1,000 chaos in just exotic coins. Burial medallions 632, logbooks around the same amount as the burial medallions, almost 800C there, and then other expedition currency, that's the Astrogalis, that's the scrap metals, that's 200C, and then others is basically maps, bubblegum currency, scarabs, everything else all combined. 4,494C extra, so we got to 9,402, so that's obviously 94C per map, which is 40 div in total. Divs are going up to 230 by the time of this recording, so that's 78 chaos per map. Now the Apothecary now costs 13.6 thousand chaos. Oh, it's gone up. It's gone up in price significantly. I'm not sure how many divines that is. It's a fair few. 58 divines. So this is going up. Lots of things are going up with it. So especially things like Life Force. But that's going to bring us out of the 175 of these maps we have to do to afford one of our Mageblood cards. But this is significantly understating the returns of this strategy, and the reason for that is I'm not including any of these things in here. Not a single one. Look at this. We just straight out there's another 7C for us. There we go. Anything good? 3 voices, her mask. Wow, really? 2.5C each. Yeah. But I got 11,500 lesser Tujans. I got 8.3 thousand greater. I got 6,000 grand and 800 exceptional. And for Danig, I got 6.7 thousand lessers. I got 5.3k greater, and then 3.1k grand and 800 exceptional. And I mean, I just got a free logbook. That's another 10C. The true value of part of this strat is definitely the artifacts you get from the expedition currencies. And I mean, Tujan just actually prints money. I've done videos before on what are the how much money do you get from doing 1,000 Tujan rerolls, and our exotic coins cost 9C each at the time. They cost, I think, 7 or something now. We were pulling 29 chaos out of each one, so out of each window on average. A divine every 33, I think it was, or 30 windows. So you get a significant amount. How much are these now? These are 7.5C. The amount of money, like I could trade these in and get another, I could just come in here and do this and make even more money. And if we only did the Tujen stuff, only Tujen, not even Danig, who gives you free logbooks, then it would work out at more like 130-ish maps for a Mageblood card. So honestly, it's difficult to state the true profit for this because the variance on Danig is pretty high as well. So it's incredible, this strategy. I really, really enjoyed it. I think the only thing I didn't like was not being able to just click the altar whenever I want, because it's minus, 5 billion cold and lightning res. So I'm going to go and make a build for that. But first, it's leg day at the gym. So I'm going to go and destroy my quads. And then I'm going to come back. I'm going to make I think I'm going to start off Pathfinder. Somebody sent me a POB. It looks really, really interesting. It's very similar to the Lightning Strike Mahoxotls Poison build we were playing last league, except it's EK. And I played EK Ignite a couple of leagues ago. It looks super interesting, and it looks tanky. Looks like it can farm blue altars. It looks like it's going to be perfect for Harvest. So I'm really excited for that. Not so excited for leg day, but this has been a really nice experiment for us, I think. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get your 4th card. And Forbidden Tomes as well. Don't understate how much these cost as well. Look, there's 30C for Forbidden Tomes. We've got 4 of them. Pretty normal for the amount of mapping we were doing. So, anyway, that's it from me. I hope you had a good time. And I hope you're kind to everyone you meet. I love you all very much. And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.